Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Ari Andre Rian Yansa. I am from TBI 6C. And today I'm going to explain about contrastive analysis. Okay. The first, I'm going to explain about definition of contrastive analysis. Contrastive analysis is a systematic study of language pairs to identify the difference or similarities between them. This method was originally used to determine language families. In 1957, Robert Lado laid the foundation for the use of contrastive analysis in second language acquisition as a method to help overcome language learner difficulties. And next, contrastive analysis is the systematic study of a pair of language with to identifying their structural difference and similarities. Historically, it has been used to establish language genealogies. Contrastive analysis was used extensively in the field of second language acquisition law in the 1960 and early 1970 as a method of explaining why some features of target language were more difficult to acquire than according to the various theories prevailing at the time. Language learning was question of habits formation, and this could be reinforced or impeded by exciting habits. Therefore, the difficulty in master a certain structure in a second language L2 depended on the difference between the learner's mother tongue L1 and language they were trying to learn. The theoretical foundations for what's become now known as the contrastive analysis hypothesis were formulated in Robert Lato's Linguistics Across Cultures 1957. In this book, Riddle claimed that those elements which are similar to native language will be simple for him, and those elements that are different will be difficult. It was not a novel suggestion. Lado was the first to provide comprehensive theoretical treatment and to suggest a systematic set technical procedures for the contrast of study of language that involve describing the language using structural as linguistic, comparing them and predicting learning difficulties. During 1960, there was a widespread enthusiasm with this technique being effective in the contrast of description of several Euro languages, many of which were sponsored by the Center for Applied Language in Washington, D.C. Okay, for the next, the goal of contrastive analysis. The goal of contrastive analysis is to predict language difficulties experienced during the acquisition of a second language, as formulated by Lado 1957. It suggests that the difficulty in acquiring a new second language are derived from the difference between the new language and the native first language or language learner. In this regard, errors potentially made by learners of a second language as predicted from interference by the native language. Such a phenomenon is usually known as negative transfer. In error analysis order 1967, this was seen as only one kind of error, interlanguage or interference errors. Other types were intralingual and developmental error, which are not specific to the native language. Okay, the next, benefits of contrastive analysis. One, to provide an objective explanation in terms of the difference between two or more languages that are compared, and two, reveals that the difference between the first language and the second language has implication for difference in language manifestations. And three, the contrastive analysis are useful as input for foreign language teachers preparing textbooks and re-education second language difficulty and error. For the last, the results of contrastive analysis contribute to the field of translation, both first language translation into second language or vice versa. Okay, this is my explanation from contrastive analysis. Thank you for attention, and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.